Hey guys, so today we are going to be canning tomatoes. Well, we're doing that too, but right now we're doing potatoes. So what I want to tell you is I've been asked to use my large All-American cannery 41.5 quart pressure canner, which I have a video on that. So if you want to check that out, that was in the unboxing of it. And here it is. And as you can see, it is on my gas stove that I got at the beginning of this year because there is no way that it could support anything. And plus it makes my jam making so much easier over here in my canning kitchen. So I've got pickles up here on the stove in the brine. And Bruce is washing all the potatoes. So here we have all the potatoes that are some of them that are already washed. And we usually use the Maytag washer over there so that we can put them in there. But after you do that, you can take and still wash them in the sink to get any of the residue left off of them. So now what I want to tell you is we take 8 quarts of water here, and this right here in this large container, and we put 3 tablespoons of salt. And this is kind of like a brine to keep the potatoes from turning brown while you're cutting them. So we've got our cutting board, and I've got my little book out that came with the canner, and I want to tell you that this one holds 19 quarts. And so approximately 50 pounds of potatoes, which is about what we have, is going to hold approximately 19 to 22 quarts. So we'll see how that goes. So first of all, this recipe actually what I've been using, and like I said, I've been canning for over 30 years. So I have this Farm Journal freezing and canning cookbook, and it's right here on this particular year. It's 188, and it's potatoes cured. So what I'm going to show you my method on how I do it, and we will be back and show you kind of like step by step on how we're going to do this process. And you'll be amazed at how wonderful these potatoes come out, and the boys absolutely love them. They make it easy for making stews, for making scalloped potatoes. Just about anything you can think of that potatoes go. Our hamburger stew, our soups, cheese and potato salad. I mean, it's like our winter survival fare. So that and our chickens and the rest of our stuff, our canned tomatoes and canned black beans, things like that. Eat dinners easy. All right. So the first process now is going to be starting off with cutting them. And now they're all washed and all set to go. And we'll be back with a quick little video on how we are cutting them. And Bruce is going to do most of the work because I do have the grandkids. And I've got to, just came over there while they were taking a quick nap. And that doesn't last long, so. All right, thanks. This is what I use right here. That's the 8 quarts of water right now. I always use kosher salt. Always, because it has nothing else added and you don't have to worry about anything else extra in it. So it makes canning much better. And as far as even your pasta, anything that you're using salt for. And then the real lemon juice, all I do is I put 3 tablespoons of salt in the 8 quarts, and the lemon juice was just a couple squirts, like no measurement. And mixing the salt in now, and then we will be starting to add the potatoes to the pot here. This is how Bruce cuts the potatoes. So he does 3 down the middle, and then just starts slicing, or cubing, whatever is best for you and however you want to do the potatoes. So Bruce is now putting them in the water. And like I said, this has the 3 tablespoons of kosher salt and a couple squirts of lemon juice. And this will keep your potatoes from turning brown. And about where we started, and all we did was take the brine that we made the first time, and each time made the same thing all over again and filled each bucket up. So here's how the buckets look, and you can see they're really full. It took about 30 minutes at that. So now we're getting all our flats and rings ready, and we're going through the jars, and these are all my personal jars. So you can see some of them are really old, and that's not, but this is an old one for sure. And so now we're gonna be getting the jars rinsed, and like this one definitely is really old. It's round. So we're gonna get the jars ready now and get them a little bit heated up, not a whole lot, because the fact the potatoes go in cold, so it's a cold pack, and then you put the hot water on top. So that's gonna be next. I'm gonna tell you that process. All right, thanks. Show you this. You probably will be pretty amazed at this, but this is where I keep all my personal jars, because these are not ones that I sell or anything like that. And so you can see it's loaded up, and also I've already pulled some of them out, getting to all the quarts, and there's more in here, and you can see how old these are. So, and there's more down there. All right, so I'm gonna get started on loading the jars up. So now I'm gonna show you exactly how I do this. So the jars have been heated up. You can, like I said, you can use your dishwasher, whatever it is. This little jar is ready to go. 1 teaspoon of salt. And then I've got this ladle that has holes in the bottom of it. It drains out all the brine that they were in. And it's, like I said, it's a cold pack. So you just want to basically fill your jar up. 1 teaspoon of salt went in the bottom of it. And I kind of move the jar around. And anything that, like that. And then what I'll be doing is filling this up with boiling water, and then going ahead. So basically that would be considered a hot pot, but hot pack. And then once you do that, you get your rings and flats ready, and go ahead and put them in the pressure canner. And now we're set to go for this one. So do the next one. All right, guys, so we're back again. Now all the potatoes are cut, and there are now 50 pounds here. I've made 50 jars of the quarts. And this is the size we always use, and this is also what works out perfect for all our recipes, and this is what we've been doing for a really long time. And it'll go now. It's got the 1 teaspoon of salt. And now we're starting off with the pressure canners. And this is the 41.5 quart pressure canner. And this one is the 21 quart, and it's it holds 7 quarts, and this one holds 19 quarts. And then we also have another one that we're getting ready to start too at the same time. So we'll have enough to do that amount. I'm just kidding, okay. So, alright, we're going to get started now with the water. You would use 6 quarts of water and 4 tablespoons of white vinegar. So that the vinegar helps to keep it from getting stains and water spots like on your jars, and you can clearly see it, and it like never goes away. So if you use the vinegar, that pretty much eliminates it. And this one will get 3 quarts of water and 2 tablespoons. Water, this is what we've used. This is the Fresh Tech water bath canners, and you also can use it for soups or anything. It's got the spout right on it. It's stainless steel. and we have the water in there. So the water is right at a boil right now, almost not quite a rolling boil. So we'll be filling the jars up with that, and we'll be all set to go to start putting the lids on. Up with the water, and what I wanted to show you is always with this. This is the cold pack again, and then remember now I've added the hot water, but the potatoes were cold, and they do have the 1 teaspoon of salt. Just always want to make sure you get all of the air out, and then you're going to wipe your rims and put your lids and flats on, and then go ahead and place them in your pressure canner. You see all the bubbles coming up? And we've always left the skins on, and they just do just fine, and everybody likes them, and nobody complains, and nobody's gotten sick. And this is the way we've been doing it for a really long time. And it works out great. Alrighty, now we're going to go ahead and finish these up, and we could do, what was it, 37 or 34? 34.
34 in one batch.
Yeah, 34 in one batch all together with the 3 pressure canners. I wanted to tell you one more thing too. This here we've had for a long time, but they still sell these. This is the jar air remover tool, but basically what it is you want 1 inch of headspace. And so this right here, if you're unsure, of course we've been doing it for so long, we know, but it tells you on the jar piece right there, it's 1 inch, and basically you can just pretty much measure right, and you know exactly what you're getting, so that way you know for sure. And it once it pressure cans, you will sometimes the water stays in there exactly, and then other times it goes down a little bit, and that's okay too. And then once you're all set with that, you want to take all your rings off and store them with just only the flats. So this is the 41.5 quart, and it is now, the first layer is done, and there's 10 jars in the bottom. And now we're starting on the top lit rack. And don't forget, you always want to put some Vaseline around your rim to make it a good seal. And now it's completely loaded, and the Vaseline went on just like I had said, around the rim, everything, and you know, it's not going to get in your food, so don't worry. And as far as like the lid is on, it's on high, and now we're loading on the second one. So here we go. We are done basically. They went to 40 minutes at 10 pounds of pressure, and basically on these ones here, they do it right at, I hold them about 11, and as far as the time goes, it's 40 minutes, but you got to let the steam come up first for 10 minutes right here. Let the steam come up until you can see it, and then once it starts, you time it for 10 minutes, and then put your top on, and then go from there. And so now they're going to go ahead and cool on their own, and then we will show you in the morning. Now we are back to ready to take this out. So all the pressure is gone, and now it's time to, you can still feel it, it's still hot. Bruce, you want to come help me so that I can make the video better?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. And guess what? It smells like potatoes. So tonight, we'll have some of these potatoes, and I'll show you how. But every one of them have sealed just by looking at them. But I will check them all once. Already, look at that. And see, they're already all cooked now, right in the little jar. And all you gotta do is drain the water, and they'll smell so good, even like all winter long. It's like opening up a fresh potato. All right, so there you have it. And like I said, I'll do the recipe tonight with some fresh potatoes. Thanks. As I promised you, I was going to show you how I do this recipe with the potatoes. So first off, I'm going to take now and just take the potatoes and drain them in the sink with my hand and hold over there. I'm going to rub the avocado oil all over the dish here, and this is 13 by 9 baking dish. And then I'm going to have the potatoes laid flat, and we'll go through there. Are drained. And I have lined the baking dish with the lined it, so I should spread out the avocado oil all over the pan. And this is it right here. That's basically, sorry about that. And then I take and sprinkle. This is something I came up with one day, and the boys absolutely loved it. And this was just the creamy ranch dressing, and it's not all over the whole thing. It's just like that. And it's whatever you want. I don't really measure anything. And then I've got this Lowry's seasoning salt. It's a garlic salt. And I sprinkle it all over there. And then I also have some of the Hidden Valley Ranch dressing, or whatever, the salad seasoning. And I just sprinkle some of that on there. It's about half empty, basically. Sorry about the big clump, I guess, that's in there. Okay. And then I take cheese that Cooper grated up last night. Just sprinkle it all on. And then I put a few pats of butter down, and then you can put a little bit of salt and pepper or whatever you want if you want to. But usually I don't do anything else to it. And the boys absolutely, it's like their favorite things. They'll even say, "Oh, we're having potatoes tonight." So I just put the butter down, and that's it. And bake it for like, I put it on 400, but that's your choice. And basically, that's already cooked. The only thing you're doing is warming everything up and melting the cheese. And you're done. All right, thanks guys, and I hope you liked the video. And hope you can get to can some potatoes. Alrighty, bye. Guys, there it is. It's all done. And you can see the cheese is bubbling and everything. I put some salt and pepper on them now that they're out. And it's all set to go. So and like I said, this one here is what you saw, but there is ones like I've done with cream cheese, I've made other casseroles. I've made gratin potatoes with goat milk. I've done yogurt, goat milk yogurt. Oh, let's see, what else have I done? Other cheeses, like a 4-cheese type. Go sour cream. I've done a sour cream. But anyways, you get the idea. Hope you enjoyed.